Well, we can't keep our audience waiting.
You're right. They won't be able to get through a single year without our show, The Campus Edge. It's the beginning of an exciting year for Butler.
That's right. New Year's along with Valentine's Day is come and gone, but our reporters have got some great stories about both events.
I've always been curious about how Valentine's Day has come to be. Thankfully, reporter Wert did a video about the history of Valentine's Day.
Have you ever wondered where Valentine's Day actually came from? It might seem like a holiday that was invented by candy companies, but its history actually goes all the way back to ancient Rome. The holiday is named after Saint Valentine, a priest who lived during the Roman Empire. At the time, Emperor Claudius II believed single men made better soldiers than married men, so he reportedly banned young men from getting married. Valentine thought that was unfair and secretly performed weddings for couples in love. When the emperor found out, Valentine was arrested and later executed on February 14th, which is why the date became significant. As the years went on, the story of Saint Valentine spread across Europe. By the Middle Ages, people in places like England and France believed that birds began choosing their mates around mid-February. That idea helped connect the date even more closely with romance and love. Here are a couple fun facts. The first known Valentine was sent in 1450 by Charles, Duke of Orleans, to his wife while he was imprisoned. And today, more than 1 billion Valentine's cards are exchanged every year, making it one of the most popular holidays for sending cards in the world. So next time you see hearts, flowers, and chocolate on February 14th, you'll know that the holiday actually has a pretty dramatic and historic origin behind it.
You know what the best part of Valentine's Day is?
The color red?
No, it's having fun. Chocolates in stock, and they all have different fillings inside of them.
Reporter Evan Sinclair actually tasted all of the different chocolates and to see which one is the best.
What's up, everybody? I'm Evan Sinclair here with Campus Edge. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Owner's Chocolate Standard 5-piece candy arrangement for Valentine's Day. So this is the standard one, you know. They make all the ones with all the designs on them and stuff, different animated series, or just like generic animated princess or something like that. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you got the 5 chocolates that are actually in here. Milk chocolate caramel, dark chocolate caramel, milk chocolate strawberry cream, dark chocolate orange cream, milk chocolate cocoa truffle. I'm going to be going ahead, eating some of these, and just kind of ranking them. So we're going to go start with milk chocolate with strawberry cream. I have to give this one 7 out of 10. Next up, dark chocolate orange cream. Honestly, I gotta give this one like a 5 out of 10 probably. Next up, we have the milk chocolate caramel. I gotta give this one probably 6 out of 10. Next up, dark chocolate caramel. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this one as much just because I don't like dark chocolate as much as I like milk chocolate. So, you know what? I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much. The flavors blend a lot better on the dark chocolate one. I think I gotta bump the strawberry one up to like a 9 out of 10. And then I gotta put the dark chocolate one at like an 8. Last up is the cocoa truffle. Yes, milk chocolate cocoa truffle. I like truffle a lot, so hopefully this will be good. honestly, it's good. I'd say I'd put it above the orange cream and above the milk chocolate caramel. I think 5th place, milk chocolate caramel. 4th place, dark chocolate orange cream. 3rd place, cocoa truffle, milk chocolate cocoa truffle. 2nd place goes to dark chocolate caramel. 1st place, milk chocolate strawberry cream. But that's just my opinion, you know. Other people have different thoughts. Other people like different things. I know one of my friends really likes the orange cream ones. So, but in my opinion, the best one in the Elmer chocolate 5 there, probably the strawberry cream. Anyways, I've been Evan Sinclair with Campus Edge. I'm signing off.
That's the end of our Valentine's themed stories.
But don't worry, we have some great reports after these public service announcements.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
It's a new year, so you know what that means?
No, I don't.
Are you at least curious about what we celebrated?
Well, reporter Dustin Burt did do an informational piece about the Vietnamese Lunar New Year, so I'm interested to see that.
Hello, El Dorado. My name is Dustin Burt. I'm a reporter for Arktos Moving Images, and today I'm going to be taking you a walk through the park while also talking about the Lunar New Year traditions, mostly focusing on Vietnamese culture because I interviewed my mom and she was born and raised there, so she knows a thing or two. So without further ado, let's talk about the Lunar New Year. So many of you may know about the famous red envelope cards, usually with money in them. Elders usually give them to children, and it's just a card signifying good luck and prosperity in the future. Usually there's a lot of practices like making sure your house is clean, decorating with blossom trees, and making sure that you also decorate with kumquat, which is usually essential because it's a very nice fruity plant similar to limes or lemons. And also they like to go to their elders' altars and clean them, make sure that they have their offerings given to them. And also they always like to dress up with brand new red clothing, which also signifies good luck. So common food traditions for Lunar New Year involve sticky rice cakes, which are usually in square or cylindrical patterns. Then you got caramelized pork, pickled onions, and candied fruits. But usually there's always superstitions tied towards it, so always do not ever cut your hair or wash your hair during Lunar New Year because that signifies bad luck of washing your luck away or cutting your luck away. And for students, it can cause memory loss, which means bad luck for midterms. But in short, Lunar New Year is all about spending time with your elders, worshiping family, and just really having a great time with family while also believing in good luck, good health, and prosperity. Now, this has been Lunar New Year with Dustin Burt. I'm signing out for Campus Edge, and hope you all have a great Lunar New Year. See you later.
Well, Raichle, what other traditions do people have?
Well, there's First Friday, but that's not for a holiday.
What's First Friday?
Well, reporter Andrew Wiele did recently do a video on that, so why not check it out?
First Friday is an event that happens the first Friday of every month, where a group of galleries stay open late and showcase new art. Here is Caitlin Waugh to tell us more about it.
What happens on First Fridays is all of the galleries stay open a little bit late, and so people can go and hop from gallery to gallery to gallery all on one evening. So tonight we have our First Friday gallery crawl. So what that is the opening reception for our exhibits that we have in the building today. So we have on this main floor is the Wichita Women Artists. And up on the second floor, we have the Great Plains Transportation Museum. My favorite part is just seeing the community come out and engage in local artwork and get to know our artists. With this group especially, we have 28 different artists. And so you can come and meet them and find out a little bit more about what they do and why they like to paint or what medium they work in. So it's really nice just to make those connections. You get to see it on the wall, and then you get to see the person who created it. But it's an opportunity for people to get out and about and check out all the new local work.
This is Andrew Wiele with Campus Edge.
There are some great events here in Kansas, aren't there?
Yes, there are. And we'll have just a few more reports after some brief public service announcements.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because it felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd?
He got a collapsed lung from vaping.
He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We have just a few more videos for us today, starting with a video by reporter Raichle Sperry.
Hey, that's me.
That's right. And you showed people about how to use the locator devices on their phones.
I did. Ever wonder what this sound means? Well, that's Morse code. This sound plays on your phone when you locate it using an Apple Watch. If you take that sound and put it in Morse code, you get ... And if you get the Morse alphabet, we can figure out what it means. Doesn't make sense. Nope. Still, it does not make sense. But if you group all the signs together, you get a symbol. A question mark. For where in the world is my phone? Well, apparently I did. I hope that can help some students around campus.
Speaking of students, Daniel Rziha actually interviewed some of the students.
That's right. For many students, this is the second semester of their college experience, so Daniel interviewed them about that experience.
My name is Daniel Rziha, and today we interviewed freshmen on campus to see how college is going.
My name is Garrig Watkins. My major is sports media. Yeah, living in dorms is a little different compared to home. In terms of, like, especially nighttime, it's a lot more loud, obviously, and a little chaotic because, you know, other people are doing different things. Like, some people are just walking around. A lot of people take night showers, so it's pretty loud at night and a little chaotic. But during the day, you know, some people have got music playing, so it's a little less quiet. But other than that, Sometimes it can be peaceful, sometimes a little quiet. It kind of changes depending on the day.
My name's Cheyenne Trower. My major is theater performance currently. I really liked last semester. Last semester was pretty good overall. I mean, I aced all my classes, so yeah, it was a good semester.
This semester I'm looking forward to commentating a lot more because for sports media I do radio commentary, and I'm looking forward to doing that a lot because last semester I did it a little bit, kind of got my feet in the door a little bit, but now I'm going to be doing it a lot more for basketball and then baseball as well eventually, so I'm really excited for when all that gets started.
So far my college experience is really good. I've had amazing friends, I've had great classes, and it's just been overall a good time.
Probably the number one thing I would change is Wi-Fi, especially the dorm Wi-Fi, because sometimes when you're trying to do homework, it gets a little rough, and especially like when you have an assignment for like an article you need to find on the Butler Library, you actually can't access the Butler Library on your computer with the Wi-Fi. So that's probably the one thing I would change is the dorm Wi-Fi, and I think that could be better, but that can kind of also just be pushing it a little bit.
This is Daniel Rziha with Campus Edge, signing off.
That was a fantastic episode of the Campus Edge.
It sure was. You can check out episodes on our YouTube at Arktos Moving Images.
And with that, we'll see you at the next episode of
The Campus Edge.